talk to you about our yoga mat with restorative practices. And our yoga mat can do two things. One, it's an opportunity to be heard, or two, it can be used for conflict resolution. So what I have here is, if I'm in a conflict with, let's say, a student to student or a teacher to student, we can use this yoga mat by asking, starting at one end and saying, what happened? Well, this is what happened to me. Let's hear what happened to you. What were you thinking or feeling at the time? I share how I was thinking and feeling. You have an opportunity to share how you were thinking or feeling. What have you thought about or felt since? We both have an opportunity to share what we've thought about or how we felt since whatever has happened between us has happened. Who has been affected and in what way? We both have a chance to say, this is how I was affected, and I want for you to be able to hear it. And then the final step, what needs to happen to make things right? We both want to go about our day. We both want to be included. So this is what I feel I need. I want to hear what you need. And hopefully that'll resolve a conflict.
I was invited to attend a 2-day restorative discipline training in February, and one of the major takeaways that I had and was excited to put into practice was the use of these restorative questions. So shortly after the training, I was asked to facilitate this process with a teacher and a student. The student was described as being defiant, disrespectful, and disengaged in the classroom and also during specials. So the teacher and I decided that the yoga mat intervention would be the best course of action. We did determine some goals for the intervention, which were to listen and be heard for understanding, to show signs of empathy, and to change the behaviors. During the process, the student was reluctant. He was nervous. He was quiet initially. I do think that as the teacher responded to the questions openly and honestly, that he realized that it was a safe environment to share his thoughts. And it was okay if it wasn't what we necessarily wanted to hear, but that we wanted him to be honest and open. I will say, as the facilitator, I remained calm. I remained positive. I was encouraging him. And even if he needed a little extra wait time, it was okay. In the end, I will say that the teacher reported that the student was improving his behavior, honestly, like immediately following. It is a perfect no, but he is making progress, and for that we are thankful, and I do feel that it was a successful experience. So this is just one way and one example of how you can put these restorative questions into practice.
I had a problem with a teacher.
So what did you do to solve it?
We used the yoga mat.
Can you describe what the yoga mat was like?
It let you listen to the person that you had a problem with and really talk it out with them.
And afterwards, how did you feel about the experience?
I felt heard.
Can you describe what you meant by you felt heard?
The yoga mat really lets you listen to the other person's perspective.
So you felt like you understood the other teacher's perspective.
Yes.
What other thoughts did you have about the experience?
Instead of fighting, you were talking nicely.
Awesome. Would you do this again with a teacher or a friend?
Yes.
Have you done this with any of your friends?
No, but I've helped other people do it.
Did it work for them, do you think?
Yes.
Awesome. Is it hard to do?
No.
Do you think other teachers should be scared to try it?
No.
No. Do you think they could do it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.
I could use just half of the mat here. Start at the bottom. What happened? Well, I had to cover up all of my posters for state testing. What were you thinking or felt at the time? I felt that I'm pretty short, so I needed to get a ladder so that I could cover up all of my posters. I was feeling pretty upset at the time. What have you thought about since? At some point, I'm going to have to get the ladder back out to uncover all of these posters. It's a little bit upsetting. Who has been affected and in what way? Well, my students. We use all of these strategies year long about how we can use our posters, and these are tools for them, and now, just like that, they can't use it. And finally, what needs to happen to make things right? I think the state needs to back off and not worry so much about my posters. Alright, well, now that you've heard me, I hope that you can use our yoga mat in a restorative way.